space in the built environment across the UK. We have two major divisions. Our sort of projects business engineering, where we work on new build, mainly new build types of project across a range of very different sectors. And then we have the services business, which is focused on existing buildings and also has an HV infrastructure capability.
Which we've grown through acquisitions, so a really fantastic and diverse family-owned organisation.
We joined the peer-to-peer group back in 2019, and we were absolutely delighted to join US Engineering and A.G.Coombs, who'd been working together for a few years before.
A.G. Bailey were invited broadly about 3 or 4 years ago, pre-COVID, but I think it's been a fantastic and immersive experience learning from these organisations that are very similar to A.G. Bailey.
Yeah, so my name's Mark Mitchell. I'm the Executive General Manager at the A.G.Coombs Group.
My name is Tim Moormeyer. I'm President of US Engineering.
My name's Russell Telford. I'm the Managing Director of the A.G.Coombs Group. Yeah, I guess in talking through and discovering how peer group came across, obviously it was built on a relationship where industry associations in different countries were collaborating, looking at things, but taking that to another level.
The peer group is really unique because we are pretty similar types of businesses, but we obviously operate in our own domestic markets, so we don't compete. And that allows us to share, all our great ideas and innovations in a safe environment, and we can discuss many things that you just couldn't do with your competitors in your own home market.
A chance to meet with another like-minded organization that's in our same industry but not a direct competitor, who comes from a different part of the world and can share geographical and regulatory challenges that they run into in their countries, but also is challenged with the same kind of problems that we're faced with and projects that we're faced with, and just a chance to share those strategies and directions.
It's one of the most unique professional experiences that I've had. We're generally sharing best practice with global leaders in the fields that we all operate in.
We started at exec level, but we've now rolled it down into the actual operating units, and we're forming great relationships globally.
So this year we've launched the peer-to-peer exchange programme, which is a fantastic opportunity for our employees to experience working at either A.G.Coombs or US Engineering and really get the experience of living in a different country for a period of time.
When we started digging deeper into it, we really started to see several different facets to this program, one of which would be sending a team member to a peer organization to help that peer organization. Our team members that we send have very specific skill sets. They're subject matter experts, and we felt like if we chose the right team member, they could really bring something to the host company.
And we're finding that the value is just increasing exponentially the more we push that same thinking down into our different functions throughout our businesses.
Every single time when we've had these face-to-face meetings in over 3-4 days, we have a really packed agenda with 6 or 8 topics every day. And the first thing that strikes you about this relationship is the depth of the expertise that each of these organizations has.
We saw some great sites. We went to MECD and we saw the Town Hall project here in Manchester. Both very different and absolute world-class projects. I'm looking forward to going to offsite. Been looking forward to that for years, seeing that, particularly how A.G. Bailey mixes the mechanical and electrical components together in those offsite modules. That's a real learning that I hope we'll be able to implement in Australia after seeing some of that.
What I always do say to A.G. Bailey colleagues is incredible business, fantastic people. Often the discussions are around innovation or processes or things, but they always come back to people and the relationships that have been built, and the quality of what A.G. Bailey does as an organisation is outstanding. I think when you actually can genuinely say that we're benchmarking against 3 countries, A.G. Bailey's work, calibre of people, process, commitment to things like safety and others is just world class.
Yeah, we've recently been out to Australia and to the US in the last 12 months, post-COVID obviously. It's really fascinating to see how the business operates, and the markets are quite different, a lot of similarities. I think what I do see in both the businesses is a huge focus on people, and people are our greatest asset in NG Bailey, and it's great to see that that's the case in US Engineering and A.G.Coombs. And we've spent a lot of time looking at the way people are developed in those different types of businesses, and we certainly learned a few things, and hopefully they've learned from us.
So one of the really positive things for me is just how things have expanded. So we've now moved into an IT peer group session. Also, we've got a construction and services group. And I guess as we're developing in new markets, so for example, the electric vehicle market that we're seeing in the UK, that clearly will develop in the two peer group countries also. And that ability to share knowledge on a risk-free basis is just absolutely fantastic and to the benefit of both our organisations.